Hey my little raggities, what is up? How are you doing? How are you feeling? If you are new here, I am Rayna Swan, aka your new book best friend, aka Big Raggedy. Okay, period. So today we're doing a monthly wrap up, but we're gonna add a little twist to it. Okay, we want to get into all the bad stuff people have been saying about these books I read this month, okay? I haven't did a video like this since last year, so this should be fun. I think I'm a little rusty, but I think I got it, okay? I did read 12 books in July. July felt like a long ass month. I'm not gonna even lie to you. So let's just get into this video. So first up on the list, I read The Scammer by Tiffany D. Jackson that comes out October 7th, I believe. And while this is an arc, I did give it 5 stars. But let's see what Quinn said about this arc. Okay, so Quinn said, I've accepted that Tiffany D. Jackson will never write another book on the same level as Allegedly or Monday's Not Coming. But this was just a complete mess. First of all, Jordan just isn't a compelling character. Neither are her roommates. I could not barely keep them straight, and honestly, I'm not sure it matters. Okay, so then she goes on and on to complain about the book. But while I did give it 5 stars, I think I am a little biased because I am a Tiffany D. Jackson fan, okay, president of the fan club. But I will say there were some parts that I was like a little bit frustrated, like I'm not gonna lie. And then, you know, I do want to see Tiffany write a book that isn't based on something that has happened, okay? So this book is, and she says it in the book what the story is based on, and then she, you know, if you plan to read it, I'll let you get into what it's based on. But I did enjoy it. Like I just said, it just was some parts that I was like, okay, I'm ready for this to be over. Let's speed this part up. What is going on over here? But I think it was good. I don't know, maybe I'm biased. So next on the list is Girls Who Play Dead, which is another arc by Joelle Wellington. And I'm not sure when it drops, but if you're interested in reading it, you'll look it up and you'll find out for yourself, right? Right, okay. So Girls Who Play Dead, I gave it 3 stars. It took me all month long to read this book. It wasn't bad. It's a slow burn mystery, and those just aren't my jam. And I couldn't find any 1-star reviews for this book because, like I said, it is an arc. Not to say that like, oh, the 1-star reviews are loading once it drops, but yeah, this is what Ree said. Ree said 3.5 stars. Thanks to Simon Team for the arc. This has so much potential. I enjoyed the overall plot of the story, but it was a slow burn. I like to really feel things when I read, and the vibe was kind of monotone throughout, enough to keep me reading, but not enough for me to avoid life. And everything that Ree said is exactly how I felt. I feel like the plot twist really saved it, even though it started to become more and more predictable as you continue to read. But like I said, the plot twist was great. The build up to the plot twist was very slow. It was just a lot of fluff that just did not add much to the plot. You were just following a grief-stricken teen who's just pretty much an asshole because she couldn't process her emotions surrounding her best friend dying. But I will say I was glad when it was over. So next we have a novella. I read The Choices We Make, a Double-Back Diaries novella by Alexandra Lachelle, and I gave that 4 stars. It did definitely give 90s vibes. It gave nostalgia. It follows 3 close friends on their journeys through love, business, relationships, motherhood, and self-love. And so I really enjoyed their friendships. I enjoyed the drama each of the characters had going on. And I think that I would be interested in reading part 2 once she drops the next book. But let's see what Bibliophile said. There were no 1-star reviews, so they gave it 3 stars. They said, quick read. I like the nostalgia of the story. It was okay to me. Some elements could have been left out or expounded on more. So I agree. We here. Okay, so next on the list is The Housemaid's Secret, which is book 2 in the Housemaid series by Frida McFadden, and I gave it 5 stars. Some parts were a little shaky, a little like, oh, this is dragging, but the plot twist had my head spinning, and I was like, oh my God, I know you lying. So let's see what Floyd22 said. Floyd22 says, I didn't think it was possible that the quality of the writing got worse with the second novel, but it did. It's time I part ways with this author. Floyd, I hate to break it to you, buddy. Frida don't give a damn, okay? Frida has thousands and thousands of fans who are eating her books up every day, and she is dropping books like mixtapes, okay? She do not give a damn. But, you know, that's your opinion, Floyd. And I feel you. So next on the list is The Killer's Therapist by Christy Barrett. I just want to say, for all the people in my book club who was watching this, who was a part of July's book of the month, I didn't pick this book. Y'all voted for this book. My pick was Homeward. That was my pick. Y'all voted for this, okay? So I don't want y'all to think that that was something that I threw in the pot. I didn't do it. That wasn't me, okay? I gave this 2 stars. It had potential, but there was just a lot of moving parts that felt like the author didn't know which direction she wanted to take, okay? And there was certain parts of the plot that she just completely forgot about and just kept going along with the story. At one point, it felt like she didn't even know who the killer was in the story. It was just very frustrating. I gave it 2 stars, and Carol, she gave it 1 star. Let's see what Carol has to say. Carol says, this book, too dark for me. I've loved all of Christie's books except this one. It was one horrible event after another. Not for me. I finished it, but it left me empty. And I completely agree with Carol, but I was just a little bit more generous. Carol said F that shit, and she gave it 1 star. So, sorry to Christy Barrett, but she don't ever have to worry about me picking up another one of her books, okay? So next up, we have Broken Prophets by S.A. Cosby, which is only available on Audible. And y'all, I listened to this audio in one day. I just had to know what was going on, and I was so invested with these characters. You know, when Kevin Hart and who else was behind this? It was somebody else who greenlit this and produced it. When these type of A-list celebrities are behind something, they're gonna put their foot in it. The production was phenomenal. They had a full cast of narrators, down to Jonathan Majors being one of the main characters. Y'all, it was so good, very action-packed, and it felt like I was literally listening to a movie. It was so good. But Amy did not like it. Amy did not like it at all. Amy said, hated it. Give me back my 4 hours. I'm so disappointed because some many people, I think she meant so. Amy's so damn mad, she is typing wrong, okay? She said, I'm so disappointed because so many people have hyped this author's work up. Now I'm regretting buying the other 2 books from him. Amy, you cannot go off of one novella. Come on, like this is Essay Cosby. We not about to play like he just don't drop that heat. Okay, let's not do it. Amy, you about to piss me off. Let me move on because clearly she don't know fine art when she hears it. And this was a masterpiece, okay? Masterpiece. If you got an Audible, yeah, listen to it. Or if you've never had Audible, sign up for their free trial, listen to it, and then deactivate your trial. Yeah, after you listen to it, unsubscribe from the system. You with me? Or if you've already had an Audible account, you could create a new email and sign up again under that new email. I'm not telling y'all nothing. I'm just saying how y'all could, if y'all really wanted to listen to it, I'm just telling y'all what y'all could do. We gonna move on because y'all looking at me like I'm over here committing crimes. So let's just keep going. So next on the list, we have One Summer in Savannah by Tara Shelton Harris. And I gave this 3 stars. So many of you like this book. And for the life of me, I don't understand it. I don't get it. This is the same author that wrote Long After We're Gone, and you guys love that book too. Tara is a little long-winded for me. And the crazy thing is, the arc for her book that's releasing next month, I'm waiting for it to be sent to me. Don't ask me why this arc is coming to me. And so far, I've had mid experiences with her books. Hey, if you gonna send me an arc, send me an arc. And I'm gonna do my best. I gave it 3 stars because I expected it to be something different. I didn't know that this was gonna be a romance. I thought this was gonna be a family drama. I thought this was gonna be about a woman trying to find herself after a tragedy. I didn't know it was going to be her finding herself and then falling in love in the midst of all of that. Like, some of the topics that was in the novel don't really interest me. I'm no longer into poetry. I don't have an interest in quantum physics. I am not a math person. A lot of this just did not interest me at all. But I was generous. I'm a generous queen. I gave it 3 stars, okay? But Aisha said, nah, F that shit. Aisha said, I didn't think I would dislike every character in this book, but I did. Damn, even the daughter? What the daughter do to you? It sounded like you hating on the daughter because she was a little genius. The daughter ain't do nothing. Child. Anyway, we gonna move on. Aisha said, nah, all the characters were trash. Next up, we have Ordinary Grace by William Kent Kruger. Child. And I gave it 3 stars. It read like a memoir. Very slow at some angles. Very ableist moments. But the plot twist at the very, very, very end saved it for me. But Mira gave this 1 star. She was not feeling it at all, okay? Mira said, literally one of the worst books I've ever read. The sentences literally match the weakest student writers I have in my creative writing class. God damn, Mira. Like, it was not that bad. Okay, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. Mira said, nah, this was terrible. Next on the list, we have The Wife Before by Samara Williams, and I gave this 4 stars. The characters, specifically the main character in this book, really did a good job of fucking up my day. She was very, very frustrating. A lot of the times when she should have took her ass on to her brother's house, she stayed and played around with the bullshit. Like, she really She really irritated me in some moments, but like I said, them plot twists, they're gonna always save the day. If you just stick around to the end, you know, the plot twist gonna do it every time. So I gave it 4 stars, but Kathleen said, nah, baby, this was 1 star. And this is what Kathleen had to say. She said, the back of a shampoo bottle is a more riveting read. Damn. Like, all right, Kathleen, you don't need to read no more books by Sonora Williams. Because, like, damn. I feel like this was one of the better books out of the, I don't know, because we all got different tastes, so we just gonna move along. Kathleen said, hand me the shampoo bottle. I'd rather read that. Damn. Next, we have Till Summer Do Us Part by Megan Quinn. And I gave this 4 stars because I really like dry humor. I'm a dry humor type of person. And that's exactly what Megan Quinn delivered in her summer novel. But Nandani gave it 1 star. And they are pretty pissed off. They said, I'm never trusting anyone on this goddamn app ever again. All right. You know what? I feel you, dog. I be feeling like that too. Like, what was y'all thinking when y'all gave this such a high ass rating? Like, what? So I feel you. I enjoyed the fake dating trope that went on in this story. I enjoyed how their friendship blossomed and turned into a little steamy scene. And I enjoyed the ending. I felt like the ending was satisfying. I could not complain, you know. Obviously there was something wrong that didn't wow me or whatever, because I gave it 4 stars, but it was a good romance. And y'all know I'm a romance visitor, so I'm not the expert in this lane. But like I said, if you like dry humor, then you would enjoy this. Okay, so now we're getting down to the very, very bottom. I also read 14 Ways to Die, and I gave it 2 stars. It just was not creepy enough for me. It just did not spook me, scare me, frighten me, make me want to keep turning the pages. And the chapters were so extremely short to where you felt like you could binge it, but it just was not bingeable at all. Like, it was supposed to be scary. It was nothing frightening about this story. We were just following some girl around who is documenting her trying to get down to the bottom of who killed her mother a long time ago. Like, and who is this man that has been deemed the Magpie Man, this killer? Who is he? Where is he? And that was just the gist of the story. I just like, it wasn't that great, y'all. But Kendall said, I'm gonna give this 1 star. Kendall said, I kept thinking that there would be a better plot twist to make up for the dull one, but it never came, and then the book ended. Yeah, that's how I felt too, Kendall. So we're gonna move on. So last on the list is People Person by Candace Carty Williams, the same author who wrote Queenie. And surprisingly, I gave this 4 stars. I love a good book with siblings, and this one, she did a really good job. Okay, so we have Dimple Pennington. She is one of the main characters in this story, and she is linking up with her half siblings because something nefarious is going on and she needs their help. Okay, so she's calling for backup. She's calling her siblings to come and help her out, and I thought that was such a cool storyline. Some parts dragged, some parts was like, oh, okay, where are we going with this? But one scene that I absolutely enjoyed was when all the baby mamas got together and was roasting the hell out of each other. I loved it, lived for it. And yeah, Matthew, he did not enjoy this story. He gave it 1 star. He said, frustratingly, I think there is a good story to tell somewhere in this, but the hook for all of the siblings being in each other's lives is absolutely crackers. I don't know who says absolutely crackers. I don't know if that's supposed to mean crazy. I don't know. I don't speak that lingo over here on this channel. So yeah. Anywho, which one of these books have you read before? What was your favorite read from July? Make sure you drop down in the comments and leave me a little emoji or something. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.